Well, it is Apocabox time again, and even though it's not in what I think is the coolest subscription box packaging ever, this is the October 2020 Apocabox, and we're going to take a look at it coming up next here on Survival on Purpose. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose, your home for trustworthy information and gear reviews related to camping, survival, and general preparedness for regular folks. My name's Brian. Thanks for joining me. As I said, we're going to look at the October Apocabox now, since it's the 1st of November. Trying to do a little mini marathon here for the first week in November of some subscription boxes I've gotten a little behind on, but the folks at Apocabox were kind enough to send me this one so I can show it to you. And you may be familiar with Apocabox. If not, it is the brainchild of Creek Stewart. Creek's an Eagle Scout and a survival trainer and expert, an author, just all around really good guys, and he knows his stuff. So I've said this before, I'll say this every time when I do these Apocabox videos, because people always say it's not worth the money, it's not this, it's not that. In my opinion, the Apocaboxes are not based upon, you know, getting a certain amount of stuff for a discounted value. It's more about training and skills and learning, and that's what I think is kind of cool about them. So anyway, with that being said, let me just move this out of the way and we'll get right to it, because my battery's about dead as usual, so something's always going on. So anyway, this is the Survival Stash Tube conduit box, and let's just see what all's in it. Okay, so here we go. This is the Apocabox Survival Stash Tube, which I think is a pretty cool concept. So basically this tube is a durable watertight plastic tube. Holds actually it holds almost a liter of water if you want to use it for an emergency water container, but it's just also a good way to store all kinds of stuff, and it's kind of waterproof. So let's see if I can get this thing open and we'll see what all is in here. Before we do that, let's just see what's in this little pack here and get this out of the way. This is something, I don't know what it is. Obviously it's something, but let's see. It's another one of those little kits. Creek's always got these little kits, man. He's so crafty. So this is a tube fishing kit and a mop fly tying kit. So it's got cool stuff in here to make a fishing kit out of it, to tie some flies, and it's got some little weighted fly tying hooks and stuff in here. So that's pretty cool. And what's really cool about it, I think, is, as like always, there's a couple of instructions right here that teach you how to do it. So there's that, and it comes in a little cloth bag like a lot of his stuff does. Let's see what else in here now. This is the Apocabox, and this is a Mylar reflective thermal bivy, and so it's basically just a little orange Mylar bivy sack as opposed to a little blanket. So that's pretty cool. I've seen these things before. I think they're a really great item to have in a survival kit, because you still need something to insulate you from the ground, but it definitely will keep you from, it'll help keep your body heat in. So there's that, Apocabox. What else we got in here? We have a little mini pry bar, and this is just something it's nothing fancy, but it's a little pry bar you can have with you. So you don't, if you need to pry something, you don't break your knife tip. Just a little thing, fit on a keychain or whatever. That's always handy, because I can't tell you how many times I've seen people ask to borrow my knife, and I say why? Because they want to pry something up or do something, and I've seen a lot of broken knives because of that. Let's see. And there's all kinds of stuff in here. Let's just dump it out. There's the tube. Maybe it'll stand up better like that. Let's see what all's in here. Man, bunch of cool stuff if you ask me. In there. Good. Okay, so there's just a little it's calling this a micro boiler. I think I would call this a cup, but it's a stainless steel cup that gives you a way to boil some water, just not a lot, but enough that you can purify it if you need to. And it's also just a cool little cup, so that's neat. There is a signal mirror here, and this is a sighting signal mirror. It's got instructions on back with a lanyard. I think that's a pretty cool idea there. I like these little mirrors. There's a red grease pencil, so you can write on glass surface like windows on your car, to tell them where you've gone if you had to leave your vehicle for whatever. That's another good idea. Let's see what else we got here. This is a Cyclops beaner light, and there it is. Just hanging on your buttons on your button hooks on your shirt, hanging on your pants loops or whatever, if you're changing a tire or whatever. Good thing to have there. And it flashes for an emergency. That's pretty cool. So there's that. Let's see what else we have here. We got some other stuff. Just a little ferro rod, nothing fancy. You know I like that. You can never have too many ways to start fire. Let's see, a couple more things and we're done. Then there's just a little simple key tag. It's just your everyday carry keychain. Just got way cooler because it says survival simple. Just don't die. There you go. And let's see, finally there is this. And I think this is going to be a kit. This is a Folsom neck knife kit. And every month there's a skills project. And this is a to complete the build on this knife. And so let's see what we got. It's inspired by stone arrowheads of the same name, Folsom points. But let's see. So it's got a lanyard, piece of lanyard here, a little Kydex sheath here, and just a little pointy knife there. Oh, you can take this out and make an arrowhead out of it if you want to, or a spear point. So anyway, tells you a nice little kit there, and that's pretty cool, I think. So anyway, that's the Folsom knife kit. And that is everything in this month's Apocabox. Chuck Norris built the hospital he was born in. All right, well, that's the October 2020 Apocabox. And like I try to do in all these subscription boxes is kind of pick out a couple things that I like the most out of these. And this one, I'm going to say, I really like the signal mirror. I think that's a handy thing to have. This is a good one. Also has a whistle on the lanyard. Let me just blow that for you one time. Okay, not the loudest whistle in the world. And I like the Apocabox because they're just handy to have. So anyway, that's the Apocabox October 2020. Again, thanks to the folks at Apocabox for sending me these every other month so I can show them to you. They are bi-monthly, once every other month, a subscription box. So if you're interested in checking them out, I'll put a link in the video description below. My name's Brian. You're watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival's not an accident. So be prepared. I'll see you next time.